指开始。对。
China marches to its own rhythm. Music here takes many forms. An expression of modernity for millions of young people. Custodian of China's ancient secrets and stories. And as always, the shock of the new and the comfort of the familiar manage to interlace. The piano has become an emblem of status for the country's booming middle class. Rising demand for this instrument is music to the ears of domestic piano builders. At the same time, love for traditional music has not faded entirely. And for now, the secrets of making the ancient guzheng are in safe hands. In China, music is a study in diversity. Who is listening? And who is fueling the demand for these instruments? Beijing, political, intellectual, and cultural capital of China. The city is also a music capital, attracting artists of all genres to perform, record, and influence one another. Here there are no musical boundaries. Modernity and tradition fuse seamlessly. The 12 Girls Band personifies this perfectly with their unusual brand of music. The group embraces the old and revels in the new. Virtuosos and innovators, they have become a key part of China's vibrant music scene.
传统的乐器就要演奏一些很古曲啊，然后包括就是坐在那里很安静的在弹琴。
对，第一首咱们排胜利啊，然后大家注意一下状态。
The 12 girls can play classical with the best, but they also have other cards in their musical deck.
好，走一个。
They are radically changing the face and sound of traditional Chinese music. By incorporating Western styles like the tango, as well as pop, rock, and hip-hop hits.
使点劲儿。对。
是一种新的一种演奏形式，对于我们从小学传统音乐的来说，就是比较想去接受，就是或是尝试一下演奏这样的形式。
Their surprising sound paved the way to success. With over 3 million albums sold, the 12 girls have become a beloved part of China's music scene.
现在就是进入新的世纪，那么我们所有的传统的音乐，包括所有的现代音乐，它都是有进步的。然后所谓世界，就是跟上世界潮流，这种新的形式就是能鼓动人心。
好，不错。
The startling diversity of the girls' repertoire boils down to one critical element. Every single member is classically trained, many at China's top conservancies, each dedicating over 10 years of her life to music.
我都没听过，上来就是这块笛子吹完了以后，
从小接受的专业训练，你就是比平时一些业余的一些弹奏者进入了中央音乐学院，我们会学习一些音乐上的专业的知识。
there are only 9 major conservatories in China, and admission is notoriously difficult. Those vying for admission into the piano program face especially stiff competition. Around 40 million children are learning to play the instrument.
我从小开始学琴的时候，一台钢琴的那个费用，那个比对一个家庭的负担来说也是很重的。但是随着这样的发展，中国的经济已经发展得非常快，所以有更多的家庭能够负担得起买琴学琴的费用，而且现在的家长会把更多的注意力放在孩子的素质教育这方面，就是学习文化课以外的一些，像学一门乐器啊，或者学一门艺术。家长会考虑到，就算他们以后不从事就是音乐这个专业，但是对他以后的人际的交往和人与人之间的接触起来，会更多的谈论的话题，或许也会让他人对他定位会有更不一样的定位，会觉得他会有艺术的修养。
Piano fever has gripped China. For many, it remains a novelty. But for those with greater ambition, the piano is an exercise in determination,
好，推起来，
dedication, and hard work. It is a familiar mantra for Chang Chuan, a former student and junior teacher at the Xinghai Conservatory of Music.
越来越多是吧？越来越多，然后到这里，这有一个高。如果要是想成为一个真正的钢琴演奏家，他还是需要很多丰富的这种文化知识来作为底蕴。它不光是仅仅钢琴演奏这一块，而是更多的需要他的对作曲家的背景理解，对这个作曲家所在的这个国家。好，再起来，哒哒梆梆梆，好，再收一点。对，再起来，好的，沉一点，深一点。
With cultural knowledge comes a deeper affinity for one's chosen instrument.
这里可以再多一点。
古筝了，它的声音，你就是很简单的一拨奏，就像流水一样的声音。小时候你去接触这个乐器，就真的是觉得特别的奇妙，特别奇妙。然后慢慢你去弹奏它，因为古筝不是说像钢琴一样，每个音你摁住了它就可以有那个音，所有的音色都是靠你自己去控制的。那个琴弦的每一个地方，你都可以找到不一样的音色。
The ethereal sounds of the guzheng date back around 2,500 years. It is a pillar of Chinese culture.
所以它这个历史是也是很长的。所以这个实际这个呢，在工艺上的这个呢，过去这个王工呢是专门是对外的这个招待接待啊，就是拍样的。
Translating the noble sounds into an earthly instrument requires great skill, and only a few in China are up to the task. Some of China's finest guzhengs come from the famed Shanghai #1 musical instruments factory, fashioned from a master's intimate knowledge of the instrument. At 81, Master Su is renowned as China's highest master in the art of guzheng making.
他说：“你做乐器行不行？”当时我们出来什么的时候呢，不是像现代化一个正规的，都是这个小作坊，一个老板打3个徒弟、2个徒弟，是这样这个形式。在下课过程当中的这个呢，是5、6年的这个呢，就是 做哪一乐器。学古筝的时候呢，啥都要学古筝呢。古筝是中国个传统个遗产，不可能的这个失去。所以说，另外抱起了以后呢，我有就不顾领导个希望。
The mechanics of a Chinese guzheng may seem rudimentary. A piece of wood with 21 strings held in tune by movable bridges. The guzheng's simple lines disguise the craftsmanship and artistry required to make it. Right down to the wood, every step and every material demands precision.
我在选购古筝的时候呢，最主要的一个就是要注重它的音色，那么其次就是什么样的木材，那像老红木，然后紫檀，这都我们比较喜欢的木材用的，因为它们的音色相对有的会回音啊，或者是明亮啊，就是它们不同的木材会出现不同的音色。
The first and most critical step is the guzheng's frame.
这框架呢，就相当于一个影响活的来说呢，就像一个人的一个骨架，这骨架的时候一定要做好，做得不好的时候呢，对这个张力啊，它这个各方面的音色啊都有些带来不好的。它这个木头把它烘炼这个弯式呢，它用的是弯式。而且这烘了以后呢，上再加湿的这个呢，更大的浓缩了，它就是不容易开来了，不会化掉。它这个烘炼了以后呢，它这个是如果完全浓缩了。
Ropes hold the guzheng's body, giving it time to set. Master Xu relies on his decades of experience and intimate familiarity with touch and sound.
而且的是，你包的辰光，你包个古筝，能自己手弹弹伊，还敲伊，你就听伊，厚薄程度到什么程度了？可以。然后这细胞包，这细胞包，
我是细胞包
像你多包了，出来空脱了也不行；你少包了，音发不出也不行。这个还是关键，这个是关键。
Workers must plane the board to the proper thickness by feel alone. Master Xu shares his knowledge patiently, guiding his craftsmen. Each guzheng tests their growing skill as Master Xu watches closely. The vague shapes acquire the detail that makes a guzheng a guzheng. Ornamentation, stain, and finish are integral to the instrument. All that remains now is to give it its characteristic sound. Long strings are hard to get into tune and keep in tune. Changes in temperature and humidity can throw off the tuning.
这样反复的压颤以后，它的那个就是整个一张力就足了。
Tuners and players must memorize each string's pitch and be able to bring that string into tune with the others. This requires immense concentration. Chang Chuan knows what it means to focus. He practices 6 hours a day. Even credentialed musicians like him have more to learn.
音节不要，
音节要。
давайте.
He still makes time for practice sessions with his former professor. The lesson skips from Chinese to Russian to English.
在第一年上课的时候，很多时候我并不理解老师要表达什么，但是呢，时间长了，波波娃老师主要的教学方式呢是给我们做示范， 这个可能在教育中是非常重要的一个环节。另外一个就是音乐无国界嘛，所以就是在我们体会去听的过程中，这就是一个很大的沟通了。
China is also a world-class player when it comes to making pianos. Lothar Thoma and his team at Pearl River Piano Factory hear music in the sound of pianos being built.
Die Statik bleibt. Das kann man gegenrechnen. Also auch mit der Dimension der Rippen kann man Klang machen. Es ist eben immer eine Summe. Saiten, Rippen, Stege, Resonanzboden, die ganze äußere Form, das alles zusammen ist ein Musikinstrument. Und ein Musikinstrument ist etwas Kostbares, ist ein Kulturgut. Und wer schöne Musik schon gehört hat, der weiß, das ist wie ein Zauber. Das ist Leben, das ist positiv. Und deshalb, wir haben, sage ich immer, einen der schönsten Berufe, die es überhaupt gibt.
Pearl River is one of the world's largest piano makers. The company has 60% of the Chinese market and exports to more than 80 countries.
2012年，我们的产量是接近13万台。按照我们的一个目标，就是要做到德国工艺、欧洲的水平，然后是中国的成本。
Bringing a piano to life requires an army of people and an arsenal of machines. It all begins in Pearl River's wood processing plant. Giant logs are lumbered, sawed, and whittled into precise planks. Automation is key here.
隨住佢嗰個發展同埋依家新技術之後咧，就好多都已經係用機械代替咗人工。咁機械代替人工嘅好處咧，就係標準化、規格化，即係將個零部件佢係統一，大家同一尺寸，佢就由機加工出嚟啦，就比人手去加工咧更加去標準。
A piano has about 9,000 moving parts. Across the factory's 5 floors, parts take shape with laser-sharp precision. Keyboards, soundboards, hammers, and ridges are produced by the hundreds each day. By itself, a single part has no importance. On the assembly floor, technicians give each component context and meaning. Finally, it is time to breathe life into the pianos by tuning them. Master tuner Wu heads the Pearl River tuning team. He began learning the art of tuning about 26 years ago.
我们训练调律，其实就是训练耳朵在不断的去接受那个音程关系。这个过程中是一种不断的训练，然后不断的把这种声音的概念就是印在脑子里面，印在完美是不存在的，就是我们越来越好，只能够说就是调得越来越好，越来越往那个完美靠近。
For Guolu, too, constant and rigorous practice is a must, and she makes sure to pass this mantra on to her students.
稳住，你看这里，嘚，你的身体就不要动了，不要去想那个嘚，再去伸那个东西，对不对？学琴的道路上，你必须要做的一件事情就是练琴。那么你每天要花很长时间去练琴，你要熟悉这个曲子，要去锻炼你的手指的灵活度，练基本功。过来。
Barely 12 years old, Kualu's student is already vying for a place in China's most prestigious conservatory. She is technically proficient, but there is still a long road of learning ahead of her.